If tomorrow all things are gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend us till today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Hey, what's going on, Paul?
Not much. Good evening.
Good evening. So tonight is just, I think it's Paul and I. Frankie's somewhere in Florida on vacation or playing snowbird with his wife. Lewis is still among the mist in aisle 32 looking for a toilet bowl.
Yep.
I don't know what his major malfunction is trying to get on to the podcast every week. We bought him all the equipment. We got him headphones, microphone, computer. We got everything downloaded. And 3 minutes before he calls me in a state of panic, looking to pull his hair out of his head.
Andrew, he just
There he comes.
we don't have a picture yet. We just have he's a white box right now. Let's see what happens.
Oh my God.
He's a
Where
black
are you,
box.
I never met somebody that has so much technical difficulties.
Yeah, he has to switch his U cam. I'm gonna add him to the stream. This is what we have.
Here he comes.
Hey. Where are you, Lou?
Yahoo Lou with the.
It's telling him to start his cam. So
Is he on a laptop or the phone?
Yeah,
He's
laptop.
on a laptop.
Oh,
It says everyone can see and hear you, but I don't know. I can't see myself. Can you see me?
We cannot see you.
No.
We have a
Hold on.
UCAM 6 picture of you, which
That's what I see. Yeah. I don't know which thing to hit. Hold on.
I don't know.
Having issues. Stop the cam. No. Mute. Share.
Control Alt Delete.
no.
No.
Share would be no good, right?
No. You want to if you go into the settings, cam mic settings.
Settings. Oh, advanced technology.
Cam mic camera, and then you want to. There'll be a drop down, and that's where you want to select your.
It's the little bar on the bottom. It's got a picture of a microphone, picture of a stop
Yeah,
cam.
hit that.
Okay.
Right. Mic cam. That's the one.
Yeah, it looks like a gear.
Right.
Mic, a cam.
Okay, camera.
Camera, and
Right.
what's your camera option right there, and the drop down to the right.
CyberLink webcam splitter 6.0.
What is there anything else underneath that? If you drop down,
It says the same thing, and it says HP webcam. Hold on, I think that's the one.
go to that.
Allow. Let's see. Ta-da!
Hey!
Oh, I got it.
Oh, here comes the feedback.
No, that's Mike with the. I think he got a cheering squad for.
All right.
Oh,
I don't have my. What did Frankie call me? Don Knotts glasses on. I got my regular glasses on this week.
Yeah,
Mr. Lippert.
there you go.
There it is.
I'm trying to find that video, the DVD on eBay. It's been a little rough, but
Does it sound better now?
yeah, you sound really good.
It
Yeah,
does.
Okay.
you do. Just whatever you're doing, just keep that, and that's that. So next week we'll try to get on. What the fuck are you doing?
Trying to put this thing. It's hard to do that. You see that?
Oh,
I can't read it.
Yahoo
It's
For
president.
president.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody's better than what we got.
Oh God. So
Believe me, when I make it to president, I will get a technical advisor and I will hire Mike to do all my web stuff.
There you go.
I don't say bad words.
there you go. Mike is a gem. We won't trade Mike for nothing.
Okay.
So this weekend wraps up the end of deer season in New Jersey. So deer season's over. So
Yep.
I'm a little disappointed with that. I didn't shoot a deer this year. So
Really?
I did. Yeah, I didn't get nothing.
You didn't get nothing in Maryland?
I didn't get nothing. I didn't even see a deer in Maryland. I shouldn't say that. I saw a couple deer. I just couldn't get a shot. They were far off. But I didn't get an opportunity to hunt in Jersey. Jersey kind of killed us, the property that we're on the lease.
A lot. The blue tongue this year was very bad. They found a lot of dead deer in the woods all through Middlesex and Monmouth County.
Yeah.
And I heard that from many guys. And the butcher that we deal with for years told me by a certain time, when the bow season was getting into the gun season, he had already butchered 100 and something deer. This year he only did like 11.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's showing you the numbers are way off. You know?
They said it didn't
What was
get
that blue
cold.
tongue? That was something.
They get bit by a bug. I'm not an expert, and I'm not going to claim to be one, but they get bit by a bug, and the tongue swell, and they can't eat, and they wind up dying.
Yeah, it's a viral disease that they.
So it's nicknamed blue tongue. I'm not sure what the real name is. Yeah, it's a virus of some kind.
It's something transmitted by insects or something like that, and that whole area in Jersey, it got decimated. There was areas off the turnpike. They were saying that you couldn't even drive past them because the smell of death in the air from the rotting, carcasses and stuff like that.
Wow.
And
I did not hear that.
up in was it Orange County, Putnam County, a couple of them counties over there, they got affected by it as well. So I mean,
yes, the ones that border where I guess the deer could cross over state to state.
Yeah,
that would definitely be probably common.
So that kind
in
of
those areas because, like you said,
it killed hunting season a little bit. So but with deer season coming to an end,
according to some people that live here a long time and been hunting, and sometimes it kills off the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're there. You're back.
We're lost for a second. Oh, there we go. It kills off the week, and the following year or two come back very strong. Don't hold me to that. I've heard a couple of people say it. It could be wishful thinking, and it could be something to it. But that's what I did hear from some of the older guys that have been hunting out here. I mean, I live out here a little over 20 years and have been hunting probably 16 out here. But the guys that have been out here a long time have been saying that they've seen this before.
I never experienced anything like this before. I never. Yeah. I mean, in all my years of hunting New York and Jersey and other states, I never heard of anything like this. This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
We had 9/11, Superstorm Sandy, a pandemic. What's next? You know what I mean? A lot of things have happened in the last few years we've never experienced.
Yeah, no. I know that. I know.
Sandy was like super cool the first couple of days, and then it was like the worst camping trip in the world. You had no power, no electric, no this, no that, no water. It was terrible. So
everybody had their generators running.
Everybody was happy you'd have to go to work for a few days. Other than that, it was terrible.
It did. It sucked.
Wow, so we didn't do well with deer at all this year.
No. The only person that out of the crew that really got a deer was Frankie Gerard got a deer. So he got a small doe down in Maryland.
Okay.
And he gave me some of the meat from that. And then another friend of mine, one of the guys I know from work, gave me some packages of venison. So this way, at least I got something. But it was light pickings this year for me. I mean, I saw a couple small deer, but especially up on the property, I just one small doe came out with another small doe. I really didn't have the nerve to shoot it, and then everything that was coming out was a glimpse, was the backside of it, stuff like that. So
opening day, I saw a couple of small doe. They ran towards Michael, Frankie's brother. He wound up seeing them and jumped on the text message with everybody.
Yeah.
But other than that, that was it. Not much,
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a lot of deer up there. It's just that, you can't you got to get a clear shot. We're going to have to go up in the springtime and open up some shooting lanes, stuff like that. I want to get up there over the next couple of weeks. I'd like to get up there. So, I mean, what do we got? Rabbits open till the end of this month. You got grouses open till the end of this month. Squirrels, a lot of stuff that's still open. Small game to the end of this month. So we can get up there. We'll get up there, put some trail cameras out. Coyotes open. Coyotes open till the end of
I think is up in New York till the end of the month also.
Yeah.
Beaver? No beaver?
Beaver's open.
That's a trapping type thing.
It's open for a bit.
I don't want to eat that.
No beaver in a crock pot for me, Paul.
No.
We had somebody gave us beaver one night for a game dinner, and one of our
Raccoon,
friends put it. No, it was beaver.
It was wrapped in newspaper.
It was wrapped in the funnies. It was wrapped in the funnies, and they put it in a crock pot with grape jelly, and it was the only thing that I saw. Oh, buddy, Big Joe, the beaver got him. And I seen him eat some pretty funky. Lou, you and I witnessed it. We were butchering deer.
Raw deer. He was eating it raw, fast as we could cut it.
He was eating it. Didn't get sick or nothing like that. He was like deer tartare. He was eating, and the beaver kind of gave him a little.
Yeah, that was a roughie. That was a roughie.
No beaver, but coyotes up until the end of March. I think March 25th, 27th. I think
that's. I don't think it closes in certain places. I think the vomits
statewide. It's statewide till the end of the it's the 25th to 27th of March. It's or maybe the 26th. That's Saturday.
And then the next season that would come into play would be the spring turkey.
Yeah,
would be like in the middle of May or something like that.
No, you got youth. There's a youth hunt that's like the last week of April, and then it's the whole month of May in the morning.
All right, before noon, right.
Before noon, yeah. So like when we used to go up, remember we used to hunt turkey in the morning, and then we would go bass fishing in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We would go buy some of them.
Went to Oquaga Creek. We did very well with the bass a few times.
Well, we used to go get those special worms.
Uh-oh. No.
Yeah.
No bait.
So,
You're not baiting me on that one. You're not baiting me with a bait one. You like that one, right?
We were driving around for like a good hour and a half looking for worms. So how do I get over here? This guy here, Lewis, says to Frankie, he says, I'm not driving around no more. He goes, you got to ask somebody we can buy some MF and worms. And we pulled over. There was two people in the car, and Frankie goes, excuse me,
sir,
do you know where I could buy some MF and worms? And the guy's like, go up the road about 2 miles. You're going to go off to the right. He goes, there's a little trailer. You're going to go down. There's a refrigerator outside. You open the top. He goes, you put the money in the top, and the worms are in the bottom. He goes, the guy's got plenty of them. We were like,
that guy had one tooth in his whole head. You went to the trailer, right? It was on the back of like Spizak Road or something. And the guy goes, y'all want to go fishing? I don't lock the trailer. He goes, just come in, take what you want, leave the money in the mailbox. Everything's marked.
We made friends with him for a
Sporting
long
Goods
time.
does the same thing. If you need shotgun shells, just go in, take what you want, leave the money in the mailbox.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how honest people upstate are compared to the rest of the world?
He was a gentleman. He
was a nice guy. I got to say that.
We bought worms for him for a lot of years. He gave us a lot of nice fishing spots. We went
if
to
you
the
remember,
Train Bridge.
I still have the Train Bridge. We used to buy this thing called Riv Rats. He made them. They were like a little fake mouse-looking thing with two eyeballs and like a leader with a hook. And you put a big night crawler on there, and you went off the bridge. You just catch really big walleye off the bridge, off either the Shenango River or the Susquehanna, one of the two rivers we fished on up there. That was nice. That was a long time ago, too.
Yeah, we had some good times though. That was pretty good, and I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. So we can get back to this. I mean, I'd like to try to get up to a couple weekends in May.
We just don't find the time, but there's so many things we used to do that we don't do anymore.
Well, you kind of gotten away with kids and
Oh, no. Life gets in the way of a lot of things. Don't get me wrong. But I just think that it comes a point when you're going to say, I'm getting older, and you got to start to do stuff, or else it's going to let it pass you by.
Well, listen, I got nobody home, who's graduated, who's off into the military, who's off, into college. Paul's in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
The kids come home. If they come home for the summer, they're self-sufficient now. You do a few little weekend trips with them here and there, but they're going to be home and they're going to be out like banshees. They don't want to hang out. They like to hang out with us, but they're going to be out with their friends and doing things that they want to do. So that affords us time to do what we want.
If you were a Doberman, I'd have to put meat around your neck for him to play with you. Oh God!
But I got and then I got a couple charity shoots coming up myself. I got a breast cancer shoot with DU out in somewhere out in Long Island in March. We got the Bob Heineman Classic. We got that. We're gonna send some money to that. Send some kids to camp out of some of the proceeds of that. That's our first time doing that, so I'm excited to get that off going and stuff like that. I think I got somebody who's gonna maybe donate us a shotgun that we could probably raffle off for the day and stuff like that. So we'll figure it out.
Good.
We got, what do you call it? We got Super Bowl this weekend. Who do you like? I like Cincinnati. I'm rooting. What do you think? The Rams?
I like Joe Burrow and Cincinnati also.
Okay.
Paul?
Cincinnati. I just don't want California team.
Sounds like
with
Daddy.
you. Yeah, exactly.
California.
So I made a few appetizers over the past couple weeks coming into game time. I did those raviolis, which really came out good. Venison ravioli was a regular meat ravioli, recipe I found. I just spun it. I added, venison to it. The recipe that they had did not have ricotta cheese. I ate a little ricotta. I kicked it up a little bit, and then I boiled them off, and then I dried them.
You want pictures up, Andrew?
Yeah, I wrapped them in bacon, and then I threw them on a smoker for. I gave them a little bit of a barbecue bath, and then I hit them with a little dry rub, and then I put them on a smoker at like 225 for about 2 hours till the bacon got nice and crispy. But they came out good.
Very good.
Do the raviolis stay soft or do they get crunchy like a fried ravioli?
So they stay soft because wherever you wrap them with the bacon maintains that soft. Like you're eating Sunday with sauce. The fat, the render from the bacon keeps them nice and soft. Now the parts that were not, that's like the little crunchies you get on a lasagna.
Okay.
So they were really good. I mean, I only had enough dough, to make about 11 of them. And I kind of was like I didn't make a lot of filling either because I didn't know how it was going to come out. But I'm sorry that I didn't make more. I brought some over to Paul's house, and then I had Chris come and Jack came the following night just to give a little sample. They gave it the thumbs up approval, which they were pretty good. I enjoyed them, so we're going to explore more on them. But that's a good game recipe. And even if you don't want to do them with game, how we do them, you could just take a regular cheese ravioli. You got to boil it according to the directions, on the package. Take them out, dry them up, wrap them in bacon. And if you don't have a smoker, you can get a little dry rub that's got a little smoky to it, and just throw them in the oven at 250 for like an hour and a half until the bacon gets as crispy as you want. I mean, not all recipes that we make, have to be done with game. That's just our spin on what we like to do, what we like to eat. We like to, we love to go hunting. We love to hang out with our buddies and stuff like that, and our family and friends, and we love to eat good meals with them. So that's why we prefer to do a lot of our stuff with game. But you don't have to do it while game, And then I made these little sliders. These were really, really good. So I'm not going to say what those are, but those are little mini sliders.
Skunk teriyaki?
No skunk teriyaki. How you like those little buns, Lou?
They're nice.
How you like them little buns?
What is that? A donut hole?
That looks like a glazed popham type thing.
Right?
Come on, you're the cake guy. What is that?
I
Lou?
know, but
Tell me.
that's what it looks like. It looks like a glazed popham.
I made those out of respect for you, the cake lord.
Cake Lord.
So
What is
Very
that?
nice.
Entenmann donut hole?
They look sweet.
those are donut holes. So
That's what I said. Pophams. They're little popham things.
those are donut holes. You can buy donut holes any way you want to go. I mean, Lou works for a very big cake company. I don't know if we can promote them without getting in trouble or getting him in trouble, but Lou works for a very, very big cake company. So you could show that picture to some of your bosses and say, look what my brother did with our spin. But I bought those, and I bought unglazed, and those were glazed. So I like the glaze better. So I made
We don't want to do a cup like this looking for money.
No. This is all good. We're not talking nothing negative. So I took them little donut holes and you cut them out, and I did a pulled pork recipe. And give me a second, I'll go over the recipe. But I did a real simple pulled pork recipe in a slow cooker. And so what I did was I hollowed out the bottom out of the bottom. I put the pulled pork in there, and then I made a little, coleslaw, and that was broccoli slaw actually, and I put it on there. And then the other one was turkey kielbasa that I had. That was from, I don't remember if the place upstate, Lou, where we got the kielbasa for the deer made. I don't know if that was from up there. I got that from them up there.
That was 12 you're talking about.
Yeah, the place in Harpersville. And
Harpersville, yeah.
That was turkey kielbasa, and then I just put a little mustard, and then I put a little piece of cheddar on there.
Yep.
And I mean, they were both good. I like the pulled pork was probably my favorite. I mean, it was really, really good. And that was a simple recipe. You can use turkey breast, boneless turkey breast, bone-in turkey breast, pork chops with the bone on, bone off, and it's about, I would say, 4-6 pounds of meat, a can of ginger ale, and a cup of your favorite barbecue sauce, and probably 2 tablespoons of some type of dry rub. You put it on there, put it in the crock pot on low for about 6 to 7 hours, and then you pull it out and leave the juice in there. If you got the bones, discard the bones, shred it, and then add it back to the cooker and put it on keep warm. And you got, you could do a pork, you can do a beef, you can do a turkey, you can do whatever you want to do. I mean, if you want to get funky and you don't want meat, you want to do vegetarian, you can make a shredded eggplant, which we do with a lot of dishes where we make stuff vegetarian. But that's how I made it. But they came out good. I mean, the whole consensus was really good. And then my wife had made her grandmother's goulash recipe over the weekend, and if I would have had more time, I would have probably made a little with some goulash, and but they came out good. But that was out of respect to you, to the Cake Lord.
Okay, so my question is, did you use any of the turkey from Maryland?
No.
Well, is that the turkey you ran over in Staten Island?
No, I didn't run a turkey over in Staten Island.
Come on, you got to add some humor to this thing, will you?
No. We didn't go to the Roadkill Cafe. We didn't go to the
Remember the Roadkill Cafe? That was a great trip. Paul would like that. I got to tell you.
That was
plenty of bourbon to drink up there. You would have a lot of fun up in Maine. Maine was beautiful. They got snowshoe hunting and
Moosehead Lake, Maine. We went to.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful. Moosehead Lake's beautiful.
It's a really nice area. We went to the Roadkill Cafe. We had Bye Bye Bambi burgers. And,
beer by the yard.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever saw beer by the yard. They had half a yard or a full yard.
Because the cup, glass, whatever you want to call them, is half yard, 1 yard, 2 yard, and it comes on like a wooden back thing to drink it so you don't break the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a nice place. It really was.
Yeah,
we should key up. We got to get some of those pictures from that trip, and you can send them next time. Show how young we were. That was like 91. 91 or 92. That's a long time ago.
So Paul, Lewis, and I were talking. So the challenge on, we're going to do the old tag you're it for our Texas trip this year. So on the way there, we're going to boogie, but on the way home, we want to see how many bourbon distilleries we can hit on the way home.
Awesome. All right.
So
I'm in.
I know you're probably one of the best co-pilots that we ever.
That's going to be your job.
That's your job. So
you're going to navigate that situation.
Exactly.
So boogie down and slow road back.
That's exactly right. Slow road back.
Right.
We'll do what we got to do. And I don't mind pitching in. I told Lewis, I said, just let Paul be the co-pilot. You and I will share the driving. So
yeah, that's no problem at all.
As it looks right now, it's probably be just the three of us. We got guys that are just backing out left and right. We do have a couple of new guys, but we'll let them go on our own and we'll do our own little thing. But
don't worry, it'll be interesting. I'll have a lot of thank you very much and all that kind of good stuff. I like to, throw out there. You'll have plenty of fun. Don't worry.
Oh, exactly.
I will entertain.
Exactly.
But we'll have plenty of fun.
We're gonna swing
it's always
Tennessee.
better. Kentucky, you got bourbon in Kentucky.
I tell you what, I'd like to do. I don't know if it's out of the way, but I'd like to hit that. The guy Tim from Moonshiners. I'd like to hit his place in. Do
you know where it is?
Belmont Distilleries in Culpeper, Virginia.
Oh, we got to go back east. It might be better off to do that. I hate to say it on the way down, because when we come back from Texas, you're probably going to make a little bit of an eastern swing and go up 40. That's what we're going to go through, like Kentucky and all them kind of states.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But we'll play. Listen, Paul's going to do the plotting. I have a lot of
we'll
faith
plot
in
it
that
out.
UPS man. He knows what he's doing.
We were talking about that today. I'm like, listen,
We're only
I'm
going to
like,
make right-hand turns the whole way. So it's efficient.
What is this, Jersey? No left, no lefts.
I told him, I said, we got to just tell Paul we want to hit as much, distilleries as we can possibly on the way home. So, listen, you hunt one day and then then we just have a ball crawl on the way back.
There you go.
That'd be a lot of fun. But that's that. I'm looking forward to that trip.
We will have a lot to talk about when we get back. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah,
Things that happen, you're gonna laugh. So we'll have to censor some of it, but a lot of it will have a lot of fun. I guarantee it.
yeah. No, I spoke to the outfitter over the weekend because we had a couple guys that still a friend of ours that we keep texting every day. I forgot the guy's number. When's the dates? When's this? When's that?
Oh no.
So supposedly he was taking care of it. I reminded him again today. He's taking care of it. Louis got two good friends. They're restaurant owners in the neighborhood by him. Very nice gentlemen, father and son. Hopefully they come because we got some. I got some open available spots. So, and I sent a text to our friend John Lewis. So I asked him if he wanted to come.
Oh, okay.
From Maryland. So
the good thing is thank God the guy doesn't hold you to you have the whole place. So the whole place is, let's say, $9,000. You got to pay for the $9,000.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No. I'll be pulling whatever little hair I have out of my head if that happens. But
Right.
no, he called me to let me know that if we got till the end of this week to get the rest of the spots. If not, then
He's going to sell them
he wants to
himself.
sell the
Right.
spots out. Exactly.
Right. I can't blame him. It's a business. He has to make money. That makes sense.
I'm not complaining. So we'll make
I'll
sure
talk to
that
you later. Maybe Zachary will maybe he can come too because he's.
Well, if you don't want to deer hunt, he can goose hunt. Andrew and Nick are coming in because they want to go goose hunting in the morning.
Are they going to fly in then? Yeah.
I see. I don't know where. I see. You got to see where Nick's stationed, and I don't know what Andrew's doing with work and stuff like that. So Andrew, I told the both of them, I said, if you want to fly in. Don't worry about it. We're driving. So I told them I would take their gear. I got no problem taking their gear.
Okay.
When you look on a map, Paul, it's only 2 counties below Oklahoma. It's not. It's very far north.
Right.
It's not.
Yeah, I did look.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very North Texas, right? Yep.
Yeah, it's North Texas, exactly. So,
And it's like right in the middle. It's not east. It's not west. It's like right in the middle. Like when Texas bumps up for that little bump in the top, it's like 2 counties down, like right on that line.
yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I speak to the outfit. I spoke to him a couple times. To Jeff, the owner, very nice guy, very very well spoken. I'm excited. I'll leave it at that. So we'll have a good time. He was telling me this weekend. He said he pulled into the driveway at the lodge. It was like 20-something deer on the front lawn, right by the lodge. So he says they're, now that their season's over. He said, but now that they're out there feeding, they're all over the place. So it's pretty cool. He said there's a lot of game there. So if we wanna, if we're fortunate enough to tag out within the first 2 days and you want to go goose hunting, he said he'll work something out that we can go goose hunting in the morning.
It's definitely like the plains or the hill country, because when you look on a map, there's like 3,791 people live like in the whole county. It's very, you know what I'm saying? And if you go to Leanna County, which is like one of the biggest deer counties, they have like 87,000 people.
Gotcha.
Like in a couple of the towns I looked at, I forgot the name. Munday, Munday is like the biggest town in that area. Munday is one of the,
Gotcha.
I was doing a little bit of research to see, how it rates, county by county, east to west, north to south. They have San Angelo is in the south, certain parts. Because it's 264,000 square miles. It's the second biggest state, so it's got a lot of land.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. I mean, if we'll plot it out as it gets a little closer, we'll plot out the exact drive, and then we'll figure out if we're gonna do a hotel stay or if we want to pitch a tent in a campground.
Does he issue the license, or do we got to go to somewhere to get the license?
I forgot what he said. I send him.
That's the only thing I didn't look at to see how you got. I know it's over the counter. It's not a lottery, but I just don't know how you get it.
Yeah. And it's
be able to get it online and just mail it right to the house.
It's a hunting license. That's it. The only thing, if you want a waterfowl, I think they have their own migratory stamp, and you're gonna need the
federal stamp, no matter where you go. So it's one of the 50 states, so that's for sure.
Yeah. So, but I think it's just a regular license, and that's it was. I think it was a buck, doe, and a hog. Was
It's not $2, right? It's $1.
One and one.
$1. Okay.
One and one. So.
No trophy,
got-
nothing. Brown is down. We don't got to worry with no.
Yeah,
counting.
No, he has no trophy fees. That's
Very
why I
conservative.
like this place. No, well, some of the places Lewis and I were looking at, some of the trophy fees, like the hunt.
Yeah.
The hunt was reasonable, and then it was like the same price for a trophy fee.
$5,000. So I'm not going to name the place. It was places in Georgia that were very nice, good success rate, the whole routine, but there was like $2,500 trophy fee, and if you didn't get it within trophy class, there was penalties.
Right. That's crazy.
So
Shoot them Bob.
hence the Heinemann deer.
The Heinemann deer.
So
It sucks shooting them Heinemann deer, man. Poor Bob got rest of soul. He had to go for $1,000 in fines for shooting them little deer, And then you get
So what about
you get yelled at by Santa Claus.
what about that SPAC buck y'all didn't tell us about? And then the guy found it a couple hours later. You're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, he did.
I
I don't know.
Thought I
Yeah.
missed. I didn't shoot.
I missed. When you got Santa Claus yelling at you in his tidy whities with the little stains on the front and back, it kind of diminishes you a little bit.
96 mile an hour, son of a bitch. I never tried to go that fast. I'm sure y'all heard that one.
Exactly.
So
So
that happens.
I know, Lou, you and I have been talking the past couple of days. You've been going down to the local gun shop by you. Ammo's coming back.
Ammo is back. Shotgun shells, 22 long rifle, all you want.
3006, 308, common stuff.
That's coming back a little bit at a time. The other stuff, 35, 4570, 3030, 270, I didn't see with frequency. I saw the high end like Fusion and stuff that's like $50 a box stuff. But the regular core lock or the Super X Winchester type stuff,
Yeah.
I didn't see many. I'm not gonna say I didn't see any. I didn't see a lot of it. They have like 9mm 40, 45, 5.56, 223. Oh, it's like abominable, the supply of that. It's not cheap, but it's abominable.
Yeah, I mean, 9mm I've been seeing has been very reasonable. It's almost back to like what it was before the pandemic. 9mm shotgun shells are just, you and I were talking. $10 a box is going to be the new norm. You're not going to find it at like $4 a box anymore, stuff like that. It's unfortunately it is what it is. And I think a lot of it's got to do with the shipping fees and stuff.
I said that what you just said. I said that to Joe, and he said you never know. I said $69 and $79 a case. You're never going to see that again. He said, don't say that. You never know. Right now, it's about $99 a case with 12 gauge for like number 8, ounce and an eighth, ounce and a quarter, like trap loads.
Yeah.
$99 plus tax is what I want to say is like the going rate, the average going rate. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you catch it a little cheaper in like one of the big stores. You know what I'm saying? But a mom and pop guy, and mom and pop guys like that I deal with, they move a lot of stuff, so they get great rates, and they try to move it at a good rate.
Yeah,
he's by no stretch of the imagination expensive on the high end of the spectrum.
Yeah, I know the local guy over here that's one of the major distributors, and same thing like you. He's around $100 a case. They have cheaper cases, but they're not $252 a case.
Some are in 25 in a box. They're 20 in a box.
Yeah, exactly. They're coming like that, and
so 10 boxes is 200, not 250.
Yeah. So,
if my math is correct.
What they did was, so now the average person's like, oh, I'll buy a case, and it's whatever $79, but you're down to the extra 50 rounds. So I mean, it depending on how you're shooting. If you're shooting in like we go to competition shoots or we go to organized clay shoots where you're shooting 100, you're shooting 150, or you need 100 plus a box. That kind of mess you up a little bit.
Andrew will verify this. You go to some of the higher end or some of the other places, you got to buy the ammo off them.
And you can only shoot it there.
Place we went up by David, you had to buy their ammo.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention names. I'm just going to say we had to buy their ammo. They gave you those little pouches and everything to put it in, but you had to buy their ammo.
Yeah, and a lot of places by today's standards, you buy their ammo from them. Whatever you don't shoot, they'll buy back from you.
Yeah.
So it's I see it's opening up a lot better than it's been the past year. I'll admit that. I mean, I know some of the stores over here. I've been seeing a lot of the Remington core lockers back. I see that a lot of Winchester ammo. I've seen 270, 308, and 06. I've seen it regularly, and it's at that like $29.99 a box. Like you said, Louis, the oddball stuff, 45, 70, 35, 30, 30.
35, 30, 30, which is not oddball, but you just don't see it because it's not as popular as it used to be.
Popular. But the couple boxes that I saw 30 were like, $40 a box.
That's insanity. I paid like $9.99. The ones I got home, I paid $9.99 for. I'm not going to go pay $30 a box.
I just guns
on, and I'm not going to play with it. I'll just shoot it if I see it. Exactly. Back in a box.
Exactly. But I mean, when in your lifetime did you think you were going to see 30-30s, be almost $40 a box?
It's crazy. When Frankie started going with me when he was in the Air Force, Triangle was still in Brooklyn. They were $9.99 a box.
Yeah, well, you're talking late 80s.
35 years ago.
Some days are long gone, my friend.
Right.
You're not gonna get
everything goes up. It's not like relative to the times. I mean, your paycheck back then, let's say, was $300. A box of wolf was $10. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you're not making $3,000 now, and a box of wolf's $30. You know what I'm saying?
No. It's just I think it's going nuts. I mean,
the only thing that I believe is relative is 12 gauge. 12 gauge was like $4.99 a box. Now it's $10 a box. That's very relative. $40 for a box of 30-30 is a little high end, if you're asking me.
Yeah, $2 a bullet. It's a lot of money.
That's a little
expensive.
expensive.
The only thing is we don't shoot them that much, right?
That's it.
Last a long time.
In relativity, the 20 gauge, the bolt action shotguns is the most expensive ammo at $15 for 5.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even find them, and they
can't find them nowhere.
And I
went to like 10 places, and I tell everybody, any 20 gauge, solid copper. They're like, the guy laughed when I said that. So I haven't seen them in months. And you may not see them again for months.
No. I told you I was down in Maryland, and $29.99 a box for those federal copper slugs. When
my guy had them, they were $14, and he used to give me a little discount for buying them cash.
Yeah.
Okay. So I give me $4, and I bought a couple for Gerard, and then he didn't want them. So I said to Andrew, do you want them? If you don't want them, I'll keep them. But I want them. So I gave them to him. Remember that time?
Exactly. Yep.
So just think, when you see things, people are like, I got enough. I don't need them. Okay. Don't call me then when you can't find them. And they're $30 a box now. They're doubled.
They're double the box, So, but that's a gun, it's on. My shotgun's on. There's no reason.
That's like I said. I have about 15 boxes of that stuff, and I'm good. My gun's dead on. I shot a deer last year with it. Went right down. Boom. I only used one shell, and that's that. I don't take it to the range every year to play with it. It's on, and that's that.
My issue with that is you put 2 slugs in your pocket. I wound up losing them at the end of the season.
Don't do that.
You got the jacket with 1,000 pockets on. You can't remember how I lost the magazine to that shotgun.
I was just going to tell you, lose the magazine. We bought new magazines, and he finds the old magazine.
I put it in my top pocket. I zipped it because we came out of the woods. We had to get lunch. I took the magazine out. I zipped it in my pocket, and then I went out for the afternoon. I didn't put the jacket on, but I had like a hoodie on, and I was like, so I just, I put one in, I used it for that day, and then I panicked. I forgot about it. And like a week later, I was like, I don't know what I did with it. I was like, I was crying in my beer. I couldn't find it. And then I bought a new magazine. And then like midsummer, I was going through my jacket and I was like, son of a bitch, here it is.
So for Christmas, my wife gave me a gift card to Cabela's. Yeah. I went there and I bought a scope and a brand new pair of binoculars because my binoculars are from like the year of the flood. They're old binoculars. So I wanted to get a good pair of really clear binoculars when we go to Texas. I leave the other binoculars out because I wanted to take the harness thing off, Andrew, with the little leather thing in the back.
Yep.
Now I can't find the binoculars, the harness, nothing. I have no idea what I did with them. And I got 14,000 bags of hunting clothes, my backpack. I looked through everything. I can't find them. I have to go crazy and find them.
Because I was notorious for losing stuff, gloves, hats, all kinds of stuff. So now what I do is I got that, you see me up at the house and I take it everywhere. I have that little Rubbermaid bin, but it's clear. So
Mhm.
I put all my stuff in there, and all my stuff that's of importance. I line it on the outsides because if I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do, I don't know what to do with it, and I minimalize it, but I still lose stuff. I'm still, when you come out of the woods, I'm like, what do I do with my knife? What do I do with this? What do I do with that? It falls out of your pocket. Listen, shit happens. But I'm notorious for losing stuff.
I used to be bad. I have a lot of stuff now that I've been hunting with for over 30 years. And I really don't want to lose my original knives and some stuff. And even a couple of crummy old hats I have that are hand woven that like my mother-in-law and people gave me. So
Yeah.
that stuff I treasure. I put them in little Ziplocs. I put them bottom of my backpack. And I try really hard to take care of that stuff because I can't replace it.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
to me, they're heirlooms. They might be junk to other people, but to me, they're very valuable because of the sentimental value in them.
Look
Like
at
the little velvet case you put the little heat thing in,
yeah.
like Uncle Matty had.
The hat.
Which one?
The hat. What hat do I have?
Oh, the moose hat, the beret.
The beret that I made.
Right.
We got to rub the hat every year. You got to rub the hat for good luck.
Yep.
That and all my little saint.
All the
medallions.
saints. I was just going to tell you about the saints Jeanette gave us over the years.
All my saints that Jeanette gave to me, Grandma Frances gave to me.
Yep.
Grandma Anna gave to me, Mommy gave to me, Josie gave to me, all those saints and everything.
Yeah.
And I got Grandpa Salaco's little brass compass with like a little magnifying glass. Mommy gave that to me the first year I went hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got that on a safety pin on and that's all, I got that in that's with the hat and stuff like that. That's in like the little indoor pocket of my knapsack that I take with me everywhere. But your gear, I mean, listen, not that I want to sound I'm irresponsible with my gear. There are days where you lose a few little things here and there. There's always something that I'm losing. You got 10,000 things going on. You got 12, 14 guys in the woods. I'm nervous. I'm responsible for all these guys that are in there. Even though they tell me no, I still feel I'm responsible. So if somebody shoots a deer, runs over here, somebody shoots a deer, you got to worry about certain things. So my mind sometimes is not where it should be when I'm hunting. I'm worried about the crew that we got in the woods. And then the most thing that I'm worried about is, am I going to get back in time enough to make these guys dinner before they beat me up?
Yeah.
As long as I got bullet rye and bourbon for you guys, then
We're good to go.
Put a little nipple on the back.
No, you're right though. The old Mike Tyson adage where he says everybody has a plan till I punch him in the face. It's like everybody has a plan till the deer comes out. Then you're all flustered. You don't remember what happens. You missed your shot. I think so. He ran this way. So that does happen. That does happen.
Yeah, Paul, remember that afternoon? So I put Paul and Paulie in the gas tank spot, and Paulie shoots at the deer. He misses. They didn't know. He thought he hit it. Might have hit it. I go back to go see, if he hit it. I'm backtracking. I'm looking for blood. Frankie shoots a deer or shoots at a deer. So now we established that they didn't shoot a deer. So now I go to Frankie's spot. I'm looking for him. I'm looking on my stomach. I'm crawling through briars and all kinds of stuff. He didn't get nothing. I'm walking back to my stand. Nick and Zachary on my stand, and Zachary misses a deer. So all in that one night, and that was like 3 hours. That was literally like 3 hours of shooting and of me searching for some type of blood spot or something. And
I'm gonna have to rent the bus, take you all to the range.
Yeah.
And we didn't see nothing. I don't think it was a matter of the range. I was just thinking you got
buck fever.
You got
deer
fever.
bit.
Yeah, deer fever is what you had. I mean, I still get it. The day I stopped getting it is when
Then you don't want to go and you stop getting it. The excitement's the whole best part of it.
I
Camaraderie and the bourbon, Paul. Tell them.
That's it. Yep.
yeah. So
Best story in the world. Dad, did you see that 6-pointer? We didn't even load the gun. We're having so much fun.
Yeah, my father, my
story in the world.
Daddy was sitting
with
the
two grandchildren.
He was sitting with Paul's son Paulie and Nick, and they're in the stand, and they were more interested in eating brownies, pizza, and the tea with honey,
cheese plate, salami, little cutting board. The gun wasn't even loaded.
He didn't even Daddy brought the gun. He didn't even bring bullets. He's like, who cares? He goes,
when we made that stand, he goes, I need a bullet tray right here. So Mike tells him, what are you going to be under attack? He goes, how many bullets you going to need? He says.
And he don't even bring, he needed a shelf.
He didn't even bring bullets.
Yeah, he needed a shelf to put his mug on.
Shelf.
To rest his teacup on. That was it.
Oh,
and probably you should have made him a what do you call it, warmer? honey warmer, so his honey wouldn't get cold and be thick. Listen, he mentored a lot of kids, in the woods and stuff like that. But listen, all in all, we have fun, but
Paul, when we first bought the house, the moose used to hunt with us. Right behind the house up the hill was the little Chino stand that's on the hill there.
Yep.
I used to hunt in there, and I could see the trail that comes down. Him and Moose would go up. I would already be in my stand. Half hour later, and they come back down. I go like this. Yeah. They go, get the bucket. So cold. Back to the house. They stoke the fire. They burn everything. Let's a chair. You name it. Went the thing to burn the house. They would get that Potbelly stove back then.
When we first went up there, I'd buy like a face cord of wood because we were only up there for like a couple of days of the season, so Moose goes, buy 2 face cords. So you know what? Why don't we just buy a whole cord? Buy a whole cord of wood. They burnt like 70% of a cord of wood in a matter of less than a week.
That's when we met the guy Pete by the blinking light, and I bought more wood that time.
Yeah.
He came with that little S10 pickup and put it on the front lawn.
Yeah.
Right before Danny really was doing it, we bought it from that guy Pete.
Yeah. They'd have the oven open with the oven on 500 heating the fucking house. So, but
believe it or not, you miss those times.
Oh, great times.
Don't frown on them because those were great times.
No, I'm not saying nothing. They were great times. We had good times. We learned a lot. We learned a lot with them. It was definitely an education.
And we have the drinking buddies, the drinking story.
Yeah.
You want to tell the drinking story?
Which one?
What with Louie, Uncle Sal?
Because that was when I hid the bottle of Jack Daniels. And I still.
Before that, when me and Mike brought up, we bought 2 cases of beer, a bottle of Absolute, and a bottle of Jack Daniels. He comes up Wednesday. We got there Sunday night. He goes to me, make me a drink. Make me a Jack and ginger with a piece of lime or something. I go like this.
We bought half gallons, Mike.
I go like this. I go, he goes, what do you mean no? I go, they drank everything because they stayed in all day. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. What? He lost his mind. He made them go get money at the bank and go to the liquor store and get more stuff.
I like
that
the story
where
the
whole season could have lasted.
What they call their wine diesel. And
diesel.
Go get some diesel.
That was
Vincent loves that story. It's Vincent's favorite story.
That was when we had, I believe it or not, I mean, I don't know if anybody listening, if they remember, that was when you had the Nextel radios on your phone.
I was just have a house phone. The other day. No, the other ones. We had the little walkie-talkies. Don't you remember before phones? We had the walkie-talkies.
Well, the Nextel was a phone, but it was a phone, but with a walkie-talkie.
Yep.
So I had like a prepaid one in the house, so this way they would have it because I didn't have a phone in the house, and we're all on it. All the guys that hunted are on that one little channel. We're hitting up, and we're going to town. What do you need? I don't know. I'll let you know when we get there. So as we're there, Uncle Sal tells him. Tell them to get a gallon of diesel. Tell them to get a gallon of diesel. Gallon of diesel. Meantime, all week long, Uncle Sal's referring to his red wine as diesel. So these guys come back with a 5-gallon brand new fuel can of diesel. So Uncle Sal's like, what are these guys? Special? What's the matter with these guys? He goes, they brought me diesel back. So they're like, Uncle Sal, you said you want the diesel.
You said 20 times that you want a diesel.
He goes, yeah, I wanted some Carlo Rossi wine. He goes, that's diesel. That's what we call it, diesel all week. They brought him 5 gallons of diesel fuel.
Diesel fuel.
Listen, not to say that him and Donald almost didn't burn the freaking house down, because they poured the diesel fuel in there. Then they put a bunch of garbage on there, and then they put a cardboard box upside down. So all the vapors, gathered up in there. And if anybody ever tells you that diesel fuel don't explode there, they haven't seen the fire.
They say it's combustible. How you like that one?
How you like it? Went.
We tested that one.
It went woof boom. There was flying eggshells on fire that were like 20 feet away. The whole house rocks. My father comes out and is like, "What are you doing?" And they were like, like, see no evil, say no evil, speak no evil. They were. It was quite comical, but
we had a lot of fun. We had some real good times.
We had some good times over.
Absolutely.
And you got many more to come. We got some new people coming into the rotation. There's some new hunters and stuff like that. So, you know, we're definitely blessed with the crew that we got. You know, a lot of camaraderie. Everybody puts their own little spin on things, and everybody adds to the special time that we have. So I change it for nothing. You know.
Nope.
Yep.
Next topic.
Next topic.
On your list.
How about a new hunting buddy? Want a new hunting buddy?
New hunting buddy.
Yeah.
What kind of hunting buddy would I need?
Well, what were you talking about the other day, big guy? You said that was cheap for a Labrador. I'll buy a new Labrador.
Oh, who's getting a dog? I'd love a dog.
Yeah. So Massimo just got he picked him up Sunday. He picked up, he got him from down in Maryland where we go hunting down over by Schrader's. The owner of Schrader's was kind enough to find somebody that had some lab pups, and he got the dog. It's probably about 4.5, 5 months old. He's already on wings, already retrieving wings and everything. It was a very good number for a male lab, you know, like out of a good hunting stock. So I was telling Lewis, you know, and he was like, shit.
You need a dog, not me. My dog is still alive, kicking it like he's holding on by hairs, but you ain't got no dog.
I don't need a dog.
What type of lab was it? Was it black?
Chocolate lab.
Chocolate. Nice.
Yeah. One of the guides there had those red labs. They're beautiful, but he wanted almost $4,000.
Oh, because they get one out of every 20 litters. That's why they're so, you know.
Yeah.
And even the one like Gina's friend has.
The silver lab.
Yeah, beautiful Charlie. What a beautiful dog he is. Good temperament. Yeah. So nice, so smart.
Yeah, so Massimo got the dog, so we'll wind up being foster parents for Massimo's dog. So as of right now, it's been a year since I lost my little hunting buddy, but I'm still not ready for a dog yet. So
okay,
but I know you said you said shit that was cheap.
I'm gonna get yelled at. I'm gonna lose it, but I thought you meant like I'll take the hit. I thought when you said new hunting, but I thought you meant like 5.5 with D cups, but they're gonna yell. But that's what I told you, man. I don't know. I'm not ready for that.
No. So I was talking about a puppy.
You talking about 4-legged. Well,
I'm talking about a little something. But,
so bad. Hold on, let me get these thoughts out of my head. Okay. I got to make up for Frankie. He's not here.
You don't want to do that. he's in a league all by this thing here. You know what I'm saying? He's in a league all by his own. He's in a league all by his own.
Oh, they broke the mold. There's nobody like Frankie. Yeah. That's why we love Frankie so much.
Exactly. But, turkey hunting in the spring. I got a couple spots. If anybody's interested, we'll talk offline. But I'm going straight.
Are you going to Maryland to turkey hunt this year?
Yes, I am.
And is that a weekday or is that a weekend?
So being that it's so popular and they book out, I think it's a Friday into a Saturday. It was the only day that I can get. And that's the time of the year that they recommend that you go, because that's when because theirs opens up like April 15th, April 16th, and it goes to like.
Well, Jersey's like that. Jersey is mid-April. I don't hunt here for the turkeys because they're in my backyard like zillions of them.
Last year I went late, and it was like, not that it was all shot out, but the hens are on eggs at that time, and the males aren't leaving the hens. So they recommend you try to go sometime, and they want you to go in April. Not the first week, but like the second week in April. But I reserved a couple spots. If anybody's interested, we'll talk offline.
I watched a guy over the weekend saying the best 2 days to turkey hunt are the first day and the last day. And he says the reason for the last day is because all the birds, the hens are all incubating on top of the eggs.
Yeah.
And all the male birds are running around looking for them because they can't find them. They're not leaving. So they're all cackling and going crazy and looking for them. It's more of a frenzied fury. He says, and that's the day that they look like, statistically, more birds get killed on those 2 days, first day and last day.
Makes sense.
And the way he explained it, it made sense. Just that, I mean, I'm not an avid turkey hunter. I'm just watching the show open-mindedly listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really, it's really not my thing, but it's interesting. I really like
it. Makes sense.
Part of it. So how he was they pressure cooked the legs and the wings and thighs, and they pulled all the bones out and made like a salad out of it. It was beautiful.
Well, so what I started when I was doing, I did a couple of those cooking segments for the DEC. everybody gave me turkey legs and turkey wings because everybody, they didn't want that portion of the meat. So that's when I did that recipe, and the one I just gave out earlier. I did a can of ginger ale and a cup of barbecue sauce, and I would put the turkey in there, and I make these little turkey tacos is what I made. And then I made little mini burritos and stuff like that. You don't have to add barbecue sauce. You can add, whatever you want to add to it. I mean, I've done them where I've added our jar sauce in it, and made it almost like a cacciatore type thing out of it. And then I made wontons. I stuffed them in wonton wrappers and mozzarella cheese. They were pretty good and stuff like that. But I listen. If you don't want it, I'll take it. I'll make something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll play around a little bit, but before we get this thing off, because we're running almost about an hour, you want to give a special thanks to our sponsors, Lou?
Blackhound Optics. Go ahead. Matthew's Custom Calls.
I was with Matthew this evening. Matthew sends his regards to everybody. He's doing well, and he's making some calls, but Matthew's doing good. So he sends his regards to everybody. Foul Cup Coffee.
Foul Cup of Coffee. And Field to the Fork.
Field to the Fork. Well, can we sponsor ourselves? We're just paying for our bad
we
habit.
can. Why can't you?
We're paying for our bad habit, So I'm going to try to get picked up by whoever I got them donut holes from. I'm going to go to them and show them what we could do with their donut holes.
Very nice.
Excellent.
Next
and did
show,
they add Paul?
No.
Paul's gonna do on
get on that navigating
on some bourbon research.
I will. Mm-hmm.
Get on that bourbon research.
They just came out with and I'm very eager to try it. I like orange in general, but Jameson's has that orange flavored Jameson's looks pretty good. It's been getting some pretty good reviews. So
what was the Jack Daniels we took with us to Maryland that time? What was that flavor? Remember, it was a new flavor.
It was an apple or something?
Apple.
No?
That's
Apple.
it.
Yeah.
Apple. I couldn't think of it. Yeah. I originally
bottle.
bought the bottle, left it home. They bought another one when we were down there because we left it.
They killed it. That and they drank 2 bottles of that peanut butter stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That screwball stuff.
Did you ever open up the race car driver one? What we bought down there?
No, the
Richard Petty bourbon. You ever drink that?
The whiskey? No, I haven't opened that up yet. Looks good.
Yeah, I still have it. I didn't open mine either.
Yeah, looks good. So we'll get some things. We'll try some things out. We'll maybe next segment we'll do a little bourbon. We'll do a segment on some bourbon stuff like that. I know I got what's his name is looking to come on. I'll see if Ricky wants to come on. Ricky Pinto, Frankie's future son-in-law, Christina's boyfriend. There. He and I were talking about bourbon and Bloody Mary. So maybe we'll pull Ricky on here. If he's available next week,
comparison.
We'll do some comparison stuff like that.
Bourbon taste tests.
Yeah, that might be something that we film that maybe on Saturday night, so this way Lewis don't got to go to work the following day or something like that. So,
Paul, I will get us a bottle of this stuff called Larceny when we go on the trip.
Okay.
I had it at a wedding. I went to a wedding up in North Jersey, and it was excellent.
What is it? Bourbon?
It's a bourbon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bourbon. I had one of these like whiskey bar things. They had like outside with a fire pit and everything. At Ashley's wedding, and it was really nice. They had a lot of really nice stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, I like that bottle we bought. We had when we did Sauce Weekend. That Rough Rider. That was really good bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good stuff.
I still like Buffalo Trace. I think that's one of my
Buffalo
favorites.
Trace has got to be one of my favorites.
I put that other one, the one I brought with the bow and blade. That was pretty smooth.
I don't remember that.
Well,
You drank the whole bottle. You should remember it.
I drank the bottle.
It looks almost like a Beretta emblem. You remember that the bow and blade? It's blue and a little metal key on the side of the bottle.
Yes.
Yeah, that wasn't cheap, but it was pretty good. The only thing is, you don't get it for the money. You don't get a big bottle. The bottle's small.
Right.
Like the Blantons, you get like a smaller bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Blade's
So
good.
that's one of the gold standard. That's real good stuff. So.
We had that. That was
Super Bowl.
That was a few years ago. Super Bowl weekend.
Super Bowl,
Actually, that just came up in my favorites. I think it was 2018.
Yeah.
Could be. I have it on my phone. I have to look.
I think it was 2018. That was right after, Uncle Joey had passed. So we had bought a bottle of bourbon to celebrate his life. So that was some good stuff, though. But I enjoyed it. Listen, my bourbon, I like bourbon, preferred over anything else. So, and I know Paul and a couple of the other guys were making some good cocktails. We had hunted season.
Yeah,
that's my man, Nick Mixologist.
Nick
comes to my house.
Manhattan.
He set the whole house up as a bar.
Those are really strong. Before you knew it, the bottle was empty, and
yeah, those were pretty good, man. Those were good. And then the following weekend we went up, we were drinking those Ward 8s. Those were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That was a recipe I saw on TV or something like that. They were pretty decent. A little orange grenadine, and it was orange bitters and grenadine and something else. I don't remember what the heck it was. Actually, Paul, I just made with that amaretto you guys gave me. It's an amaretto and bourbon.
Amaretto and Scotch is a Godfather.
Amaretto bourbon, same thing, called the Godfather.
Okay.
With that amaretto,
amaretto and Scotch is a Godfather.
That amaretto was good.
That was good.
Scotch and Drambuie, Rusty Nail. So those are those kind of
Yeah. So we'll explore on a show with that. We'll see if we get some people to call in. We'll see if we can get some other people on there that want to get involved with some bourbon and stuff like that. But it sounds like a good show to have, and we'll do what we got to do.
All righty.
So, I think that's it, guys. We're running about an hour, so
thank you for
listening. We appreciate it. We finally got Lou dialed in with his technology.
Nice and clear. Good.
Nice and clear, right? He doesn't sound like he's underwater.
Stock though in the back.
This room has no light other than this little this light right here. So but I got to work on that. I got to get my electrician friend to put like a light in this room.
You got to tell these little red, white, and blue LEDs on the back wall. Will get you. This way you look like you're in the Oval Office.
So I got to do something. Yeah, it's very dark. And if you put the TV, I didn't put the TV or the radio or anything on because they get interference.
That's what we're trying to explain to you.
I'm doing that.
All right. Well, we're going to stand here and do the Italian goodbye for the next 20 minutes. All right, everybody. Thank you for signing in. We appreciate you guys listening to us, and we'll see you guys real soon. Have a good night, everybody.
Got it.
If tomorrow all things are gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I think of my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. American, well at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend us till today. 'Cause there ain't